Welcome to the QueenDreamz podcast. QueenDreamz works with ladies of all calibers to help live life by design and not by default. Tune in every Monday for the motivational moments and every Wednesday for Wellness Wednesdays. QueenDreamz brings videos and webisodes to this station every week that is sure to motivate, inspire, and encourage women all across the globe. Thank you in advance. Now, here's your host of QueenDreamz.
Hi, thanks for coming back. We are growing our YouTube family, so QueenDreamz really appreciates you logging in to listen. Please join us on our Facebook page under QueenDreamz, QueenDreamz. We work with ladies to live life by design and not default. So thanks so much for coming in today. We really hope that you will continue to come back and meet us here in our YouTube community once a week on Wednesdays, as well as on our Facebook page on Mondays. So typically QueenDreamz is all about working with ladies to encourage, motivate, and inspire them to live life by design. As of late, we have been getting more inquiries from gentlemen. So if you're listening, guys, thank you as well. Share this with your respective partners, your wives, your girlfriends, your fiance, your daughter, your aunt, your niece, cousin, coworker, females. But nevertheless, today's subject is, guess what? Yes, relationships. In particular, no contact. What do I mean by no contact? Well, this is kind of the new theme first of all, let me back up. Ghosting seems to be the new way of communicating when individuals want to walk away from the relationship. So yes, there has become a new method of communication called ghosting. So when an individual is done with the relationship, and ladies, since I'm talking to you, when a man is done with your relationship, he will do one of a couple of things. He will potentially, the communication gets less and less, or eventually he'll just not respond anymore. He won't respond to calls. He won't respond to text messages, not even emails. He'll just completely disappear. QueenDreamz tends to work with a lady of a particular age bracket. So for most of us, we are grown ladies, not accustomed to having text messages or text communication be our primary method of communication. But in these last couple of years or so, this seems to be taking a lot more precedence than real face-to-face or human contact by telephone. So since that is the case, I figured it would be a good time to kind of help educate you ladies on what this may look like. I've been getting a lot of responses from those who, hey, what's happening here? I haven't heard from my guy. Hey, what's happening here? He won't respond. Hey, what's happening here? He pretty much disappeared. Yes, ladies, that is called ghosting. Okay. Or the other one is, which is so unfortunate, ladies, because, of course, by living life by design and not default, that means you are really intentional about who you're bringing in your life to begin with the hope of not having to deal with this type of low-hanging fruit type of treatment, as we would say. But anyway, so once you've been ghosted, that's that. And then the other thing that may happen to you is that you may perhaps have a breakup. If you find yourself in a breakup, especially if it's done in a very tacky manner, if that man initiates the breakup, give them what they want. Yes, ladies, I'm going to talk to you about no contact. I'm sure you've heard other themes or other coaches on YouTube. There's lots of us that are talking about the subject of no contact. How do you do it? What's involved? Does it really work? Let's deal with the first one. How do you do no contact? Yes, when somebody initiates a breakup with you, they want to end your marriage, or they want to end your engagement, or they want to end your relationship, or even if they want to end the friendship, walk away and don't look back. Now you say, QueenDreamz, how is that even possible? It is possible. Is it hard? Yes. But is it possible? Yes. If you try this, you will come out better than you were before. Now, I don't make guarantees, but when you follow the recommendations, it is really about self-improvement. When you focus After somebody says, hey, look, I basically don't want you anymore. What choice do you have? You have no choice but to go on with your life and to give them exactly what they want. No contact. You should not contact a person that does not want you in their life, period. Now, there are some exceptions. We are human beings. Yes, ladies, we are. We're very emotional. We're very nurturing. We can be very loving. But in respect of your dignity and who you are, take that energy, number one, and put it towards yourself. Okay? Take the energy that you gave to this relationship, the attention you gave to this individual, turn that inward and put it within yourself again. Okay? You have just been dumped, basically. That's what we call this. Ghosting is a dumping, pretty much. It's just a fancy word for saying you've been dumped, you've been left, you've been without the respect of someone telling you they no longer want the relationship. You've been basically just dumped. And if that becomes the case, do not reach out any longer. First of all, ladies, we are the prize. If you're a Christian and you listen to this station, you know QueenDreamz brings you faith-based content more than likely, which means I'm going to include scriptures in some of these videos. And in Proverbs 18:22, it clearly says that he who finds a wife finds and obtains favor from the Lord. It doesn't mean you are the one pursuing this relationship. My old pastor in Atlanta used to tell us, you do not have to pursue what's already attracted to you. So if someone decides to ghost you, or if they decide to end your relationship for whatever the reasons are, give them no contact. No contact means don't text, don't call, don't email, don't go to their home unannounced. Don't do any of that. Basically, you fade into the sunlight. Oh, by the way, bonus, no snooping either. Don't look up their Facebook. Don't look up their Instagram. Don't do Snapchatting. If you're a certain age and above, you probably don't do Snapchatting anyway. But do not respond to anything or don't inquire of anything of that person. Is this harsh? Yes, it is. QueenDreamz will not lie to you. But it's a necessity for you to be able to focus on your healing process. Again, no contact means no longer make contact with that individual. If they ended your relationship, that means they no longer warrant a response or an inquiry or any contact from you. If they decided without a discussion they were going to end your relationship, if they decided without true clarity or, quote, as we call it, closure, there's nothing left to discuss. If they decided to walk out of your life, don't give them any contact. Don't make any contact. Number one, pray and ask God to help you with the healing process. Use your faith to help you. Will you be sad? Sure, probably. Maybe, maybe not, depending on the situation, the scenario, and the individual. Number one, ask God to help you. Use your faith to get you through a time where you may get into some grieving. This was a relationship. So you may go through some parts of grieving, which includes sadness, depression, anger, sometimes bargaining, and then you'll get into acceptance. But it's not the end of the world. Trust, it is not the end of the world. Number two, take care of your body in this process. You are going through what we call no contact. So number one, use your faith to help you begin your healing process. Number two, don't forget to take care of your body. And ladies, sometimes when we get sad, we get down, we don't want to do our hair, our nails, put our makeup on, put our heels on, our perfume, our cute clothing. Take care of your body. Yes, take care of your body. Allow yourself to continue with what you've been doing to take care of yourself. Present yourself as a flawless queen that you are. Yes, ma'am. I said flawless queen, gorgeous queen, radiant, luxurious, all the attributes of beauty. Present yourself. Yes. Is that always possible? No. Is it hard? Yes. But is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Put your best effort forward and don't make any contact while you, number two, take care of your body. Part of that includes exercising. Exercising to help your momentum and exercise to help you feel good about yourself and what you see yourself presenting to the world when you step out of your home. Okay. Number 3, rediscover you. You know, at one point or another, you were in this relationship, so you were spending a lot of time feeding into, paying attention to, and sowing into another person's life. But guess what? If they walk away or if they end the relationship, then it's time to rediscover you. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Or did you put your all into this relationship and you don't know? So therefore, that means you need to rediscover you. Yes. Number 3. Number 4, again, I touched on this just a little bit. Grieve the loss of the relationship. Yeah, I said grieve the loss of the relationship. It is a loss. Depending on the time frame, and even if it wasn't a long time frame, it's still a loss. So take the time to grieve the loss of the relationship. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but take the necessary time to go through and grieve the loss of the relationship so that you can do your best to activate your healing process so that you can move on. You know, there are some adages I want to go ahead and address right here at this place in this space. Some women think the best way to get over a man is to get under another man. I solely disagree. We are a queen's lady. We are a boss lady. So we do not subscribe to that particular type of activity because it is false. That is a myth. You know what that does? It gives you another soul tie. Hence the reason why your emotions may be out of whack to begin with. So we don't subscribe to malicious or harmful behavior. You need some time to yourself to be able to work through your emotions. It is not the best thing to go get under another man because you haven't even had a chance to reconnect to your spirit after you've been broken by a relationship. And if that relationship was toxic, even more the reason why you need to take the time to recover from such a break or a negative relationship. And don't let me get started on the narcissistic involved relationships, but that's a different episode. Come back for that one. But number 4, grieve the loss of it. So that means, yes, assign some time to cry about it. Cry it out. Cry it out. Yes, it's okay. All of no contact involves is you self-improving. It's all about you improving yourself through such a experience. It's not normal to go through doing no contact. It's not normal, but it's forced upon you when somebody, 1, disappears out of your life, or 2, tells you they don't want you anymore. Yes, I'm going to say it here. They told you they don't, and they can dress it up with nice words. Oh, it's not you, it's me. Oh, you deserve better. Oh, it's just not a right time for me. Oh, you're going to be great for me one day. That's all BS, ladies. Yes, that's BS. What that AKA means is I don't want you anymore. Or AKA I found somebody else that does it just a little bit better than you. Or AKA she got a bigger butt. Or AKA she got bigger tits. You know the drill, ladies. Men can be very minimum and very shallow and very incompassionate when it comes down to the things that women go through. So they will, if they are not a solid dude, they will go through and just cut you off for very random and simple reasons because they are very probably random and simple men. So another episode, let's stay on target here, but take the time to grieve the loss of the relationship and don't fall for the BS lines such as, oh, it's not you. So if they, 1, ghosted you, yes, definitely do no contact. Don't contact because this time is about you recovering from something that has been hurtful, recovering from something that has been able to have the power to break you. So yes, take the time to work on you. And finally, push what was out towards the other, bring that life back into you. And I kind of touched on this one already. It's basically redirecting that energy that you were putting somewhere else into that relationship, which, by the way, probably was doomed from the beginning. Let's be honest. People don't leave because they love what's going on. They leave for minimum reasons. So if the man decided to walk out of your life, help usher him and stay where he is. Okay. So that is what we call no contact. This is what you do with no contact. Does it work? Yes, it does. It can work for you. Some people may be challenged in this area. And if so, that's fine. This is something that's a new concept to just be involved and all of a sudden the person is just gone. It's not natural to have to take on something of sort, but it's forced upon you when somebody just disappears out of your life, or they decide this is not what they want any longer. You are faced with no option but to take your emotions that was once directed elsewhere and turn them back inward. Put them on your hobbies, rediscover yourself, increase your faith life, get your body together, work on your morale, work on your spirit, work on your goals. Take all of that energy and turn it back and put it back into you. So that's a little bit about no contact. It does work. It does improve your life, because when you don't put the emphasis on another individual that does not want you anymore, then you begin to allow yourself to be sought by something so much better that would never, ever want to walk out of your life. So consider these things that we talked about here. If you want more, if you need more tips, if you need more inspiration, encouragement, and motivation, please join me on Facebook. I talk every Monday. QueenDreamz shares motivation on Mondays. And then on Wednesday, we come here every Wednesday to share some of the Wellness Wednesday principles. This one being included, the no contact. If you need more about relationships, relationship matters, breakup recovery tips, please check out my book called Loving You Feels Right, But I Don't Want to Be Wrong. The information for that is at the end of the video or somewhere in the video. So you should be able to get your hands on a copy of this book called Loving You Feels Right, But I Don't Want to Be Wrong. And it's really a proactive guide on how to skip these type of relationships that would end up in ghosting or no contact to begin with.
Loving You Feels Right, But I Don't Want to Be Wrong offers godly counsel to men and women who are tired of being stuck in a relationship rut and are ready to date a mate. Do you keep ending up in unsatisfying relationships? Do you find yourself returning to relationships that don't make you feel whole? Are you always someone else's plan B? Are you just looking to grow closer to your partner and discover God's will for your union? If you answered yes to any of these questions, this book is for you.
And I promise you, ladies, you'll get better at using your discernment on the front end so that you don't have to subject yourself to these toxic type of situationships. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you again soon on Facebook or Wellness Wednesdays. But there's also one other thing. On October the 3rd at 6 p.m. Central, we are hosting a workshop called Matters of the Heart. If you need support with other ladies in the community that may be struggling in relationship matters, maybe need some encouragement for your business goals, your spiritual life, or just you in overall, we're going to be talking about recovering, rebranding, refocusing, rebuilding, and restructuring. So since we're talking about no contact and ghosting in this one, in surrounding the nature of relationships, in the workshop Matters of the Heart, we will definitely touch a little bit more on the subject as it comes down to moving on with your life, ladies. And again, that's October the 3rd at 6 p.m. Central. The workshop information and registration info is on the website, www.QueenDreamz.com. We so look forward to seeing you. Hopefully you'll be able to get a chance to join us and register, and we will see you then. Thanks so much for taking your time. QueenDreamz.